I think as well, you just have even before you get to late game, like your one item spike, very strong in shifters. Like double Triforce for both the Wukong and the Corki. Your Rumble going to be popping off at that stage as well. So
for now, though, the exchange that is happening is some pressure towards the top side of the map for Rooster in exchange for a Drake. Giant X stacking these up early doors. Giant X do want to play around them. That's how you would set up doing that. Oscarinin down to about a third HP. Gets the bit of proc onto Rooster. Equalizer down. Oscarinin charges over the entirety of it. Flash forward from Rooster. Oscarinin just gets burnt alive.
And just hiding here. Oscarinin steps up. Immediately gets burnt down. But it was kind of late on that charge. Because it meant you got the full ult, though, if they want to try and contest this. No Rumble ult available, which is why Giant X feeling a little bit more confident.
Okay, Cyclone onto the back line. Sten looking to knock up with the grand entrance as well. A second Cyclone catches at Jackie's and Jun. Call to the forward guard from Oscarinin. Shale very deep. The rest of the team not here, and a Shockwave will take his life. A little greedy there from Shale to go as deep as he did.
Yeah, it went a little bit. Will need to TP into this if he wants to have a bit of a
Oscarinin was actually waiting in the Razorbeak pit as he comes around. Shale looks at the Cyclone, dodges away. Second Cyclone, Sten with the quickness, gets a bit of the stand United. Cataclysm out as well. Call to the Forge God comes down, doesn't connect on anyone. Isma almost falls to the Arcane Storm, but manages to survive. Giant X still going to play around this Drake. You can see how much Giant X are prioritizing these Dragons early game.
It's kind of like a tale of two sides right now, because it is Giant X prioritizing the Dragons more. And you're seeing that shifters want the gold. Like, they just left Rooster in the top lane. But because Giant X kind of botched the setup there, without any sort of follow-up, shifters then were able to push them back. They got Isma super low. He's not confident he can survive. So now you get the gold.
So the second Drake of the game, there first. And now we have Triforce complete on Product, Triforce complete on Sheo, Leandri's complete on Rooster. That one-item spike that we talked about really beginning to come to the fore here for shifters. Product, though, needs to get away from Jackie's, who has the Shockwave. Product has Flash. He looks for the trade onto Jackie's for now. Shockwave still pulls him back out of the Valkyrie. Nicely done by Giant X to secure the kill.
And the 80 carry pings for help me, because I'm like, I've got Standing United. I can get down here.
I will be there if you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there. Rooster, be careful. Call to the Forge coming out. Jackie's TP'd up for this. Rooster flashes into the way of a train. That's a philosophical dilemma I've never heard about. If you can flash away from a train, Jackie's as well. The TP behind on one of those wards that Jun had just finished placing allows Jackie's to get behind. They'll get some tower plates towards that top side as well. Jackie's very accelerated compared culled from the position it was before.
Yeah, I mean, this is still an incredibly close game, right? Like, the gold lead, pretty negligible. It's a Dragon apiece. Probably going to get a bit of a trade setup here as we start to move in towards this Dragon in 20 seconds. But you've got Jackie's, who is very fed coming into this. Rift out of the back pocket of Giant X, and they're already in River.
Shadow Dash, Shockwave, massive damage coming out from Jackie's. And here with the Cyclone Shell, just trying to retreat Cataclysm down onto Nuke as well, who has to flash away. Equalizer put down, Stand United used by Jun to keep Isma alive. This is a fight for the next Drake, and Giant X have won it out. Killing off Stend. Looks like Isma is actually going to reset first. Call to the Forge got out from Oscarinin. They'll go for Rooster and get the knock-up onto Nuke, but it's more a distraction. No one had a ticket to that train.
Yeah, a little preemptive in that one. I don't think it was fully necessary to throw it out for Oscarinin, but still, you get the Dragon for Giant X, you get a kill. And that's all you really wanted, an ability to try and play through Jackie's, and fair play to Jun and Isma. They found that setup to really do. Isma, lucky to kind of get out of that. Oh, hang on.
Jun charmed up with the quickness. Jun trying to walk out, but Sten secures the kill. Product, Arcane shifts forward. Flackhead, sorry. Arcane shifts forward. And
Sten did a little bit. You had Sten, who got caught out in that last play. This is where I really, on both sides, want to see them clean up a little bit.
See if they do that. Sten dashing across the wall. Sheo looking for Flackhead, who's caught out in the Cyclone. Okay, that was clean from shifters.
Yeah.
Not too clean from Giant X, we'll say. As Sheo looks for more. Oscarinin goes unstoppable with the Bellows breath. Sheo still chasing in. The dash actually stops the Grand Entrance, getting the knock up there onto Isma. Nicely done from Jun to get that taunt down in time.
Yeah, pretty clutch, because it bought the time for Jackie's to move from that bottom lane in.
Yeah, well, you could also do that, right? In the end, didn't matter, as Flackhead did die. The gold leads for shifters. Still remain in the top lane, the bot lane, and the support role. But Jackie's has 1,000 gold in his pocket. That's the Shockwave Cataclysm combination. Shifters having to walk through choke points, very difficult. Shadow Dash, taunt, Shockwave, Sten flashes it. Call of the Forge God still rams him down. Oscarinin on the chase onto Product as well, who flashes over the wall. Isma goes in with the Cataclysm, and there's the combination that we thought might happen. Isma gets another. Sheo forced away, and this will be third Drake to Giant X.
Nicely done by Giant X, taking the fight in a very strong position. Trying to re-enter through those choke points that you were calling, Medic, is so difficult against an Ornn. Just having that little pillar means you get so much control of the zone. And Giant X play around it perfectly.
And all credit to Jun, right? His snap engages onto Stand have been sublime. We saw one around the last Drake, we've now seen another one, and now Rooster overextended, doesn't have the equalizer up. Jun just looking for the shadow dash. Rooster does have flash, uses it, and there's the chase down for Giant X. Isma not gonna get the final auto attack. Black had just died.
Huh?
Was he shopping? I feel like he may have been shopping. It's a Cyclone coming out from Sheo. Black had burnt his flash as well. Maybe he arcane shifted down towards bot side to try and be part of that play, and then just got caught out.
Yeah, I mean, he threw the ultimate, so I assume he kind of just stuck throwing the ultimate, and Sheo was like, right, I can try and pick you off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't great for Blackhead. What could have been a 1-0 for Giant X becomes a 1-1, but they do still get the Drake.
Getting into a position where you're happy. There's not really much the shifters have to try and play through, because even you can see the lack of vision that they have on this bottom half of the map. And Giant X happy to just group with the waves pushed in and get this mid lane tower.
Isma's the one to get his item upgraded first.
Basically, Giant X just trying to get the waves, so then shifters can't use it to try and look for the tier 2 tower. Shifters, though, starting to move into a position where Sten has a potential for a flank, and that's where Giant X a little bit more cautious.
Really difficult for shifters to go in. Sheo goes in with a Cyclone, but immediately taunted up by Jun, and Sheo's just dead where he stands. Like, who is face checking for you as shifters? It's Sheo, and he can't. He just doesn't have the tankiness.
Yeah, shifters end up investing all their vision on the top side, so little to try and figure out what Giant X got up to in that river area, and it comes back to bite them.
Yeah,
had to just face check this tank lineup, and it goes horribly for shifters because there's such a beefy lineup in front of you as new.
You look at the slow, just from the true shot barrage. Isma trying to chase Peduk. The shockwave cataclysm combination flashed away by Peduk. Quickness onto the backline. Giant X beginning to burn on the back as Isma is forced to flash away. Jackies has the standing idol on him. Rooster burning through them. Blackhead's going to flash to the wrong side of the map. And just as we praise Giant X, it all falls apart. Peduk kills Blackhead. Oscar William walks away. Peduk still chasing down towards the bottom side. A teleport out from Jackies. But what a cluster of a team fight from Giant X.
How the hell did Giant X whiff? That is the easiest setup with this composition. And instead, its shifters come out with the lead, and they immediately turn towards the Baron.
Well, obviously, they might as well. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for shifters. Gifted 2 kills. Oscar doing well, though, to keep shifters away from the Baron for now. And in the end, shifters, although they have slowed up the game a little bit, haven't really made massive inroads into the lead compositionally that Giant X have as Sheo's caught. Sundered Skyproc knocked up into the air by Oscar and Isma gets the kill. And now Giant X will pay some mind to the Baron, Robert. I don't know why I called you Robert there.
I mean, you sound like you're losing your mind as much as I am. This is insane. Why are you resetting there, Sheo? I'm so confused. Like, we had the little piece from last week, the wild ways to die. I feel like this is very poignant as Peduk dodges away from the shock blast.
Yeah, nice Valkyrie away from Peduk. They're Oscar going in as they look for Nuke. The charm immediately onto Isma. He goes in with the Cataclysm on Sten and Nuke, but he's dead. And now Giant X, you're throwing it again! How is this happening, Sten? Look at the, oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. Sure, maybe on the 3rd Baron throw, someone will take it.
I think it's a 4v5. It was they had less people.
Credit to shifters, credit to Peduk. Good dodge on the shockwave with the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And then Isma goes deep, but the rest of his team isn't there. Now shifters have started up the Baron.
Jackie's going to shockwave them?
Come on, round 3, baby, let's go. Come on, I'm down and dirty, let's get in the mud, let's wrestle, baby. Oscar in and comes in with a health shield from the TP. Court of the Forge got down as well. Gravity Well not going to knock him up as Oscar hits the double knock him in the pit. And he kills up Nuke. Yes! This is what we love to see! This is the LEC incarnate! Throw after damn well throw! As Giant X eventually secure the big purple worm!
This one I was kind of like, oh no, actually Giant X should have this. Like, you got Shockwave's about to come back up.
Yeah.
It ends up basically hitting no one though, which is the great part. But at least you got a decent engage from Oscarina that actually sets up here. And then,
It felt very desperate from Shifters in a position I don't think they needed to be desperate.
No.
It was like well, we've thrown the Baron, they've thrown the Baron, now we've won a fight, we should go to the Baron rather than establishing a moment to think about exactly what's happening in the game in terms of state of the game. GIANTX have the Baron for the next minute.
This is good.
Rooster
I like this.
Has flashes away from the call of the Forge God. However, Jackie's there for the chain, equalizes down, Shockwave as well, misses because of Sonya's. Rooster's still gonna die, and the rest of Shifters were in the bot side, so they can't answer the pressure coming out from GIANTX now, who should be able to take this mid inhib tower. With Rooster down, that's a lot of gold out of the pockets of Shifters. GIANTX might just look for a full-on push. Shale going to be spotted towards the side on the ward. Flacker keeping him at bay. Gravity well down on Oscarina, but he doesn't take too much damage. But up trying to clear out the wave.
Oscarina just taking a little bit of damage. Jackies did TP into this. I think GIANTX were hoping that would be the end of it, but instead going to immediately turn over towards the Elder Dragon instead, not quite able to find the success they were hoping for.
I think the TP, as you say, was hopeful for an end, but doesn't matter too much because you're just TPing towards your team anyway with Elder up. It's a little bit of vision here for Shifters that GIANTX will want to clear out on their way to the Elder, but they don't clear out the far side alteration until just now. So Shifters know the Elder's been begun. Jackies is standing on a ward. Shifters will work their way through the bottom side, trying to get towards Jun. Sten, quickness, great Shadow Dash into the Shockwave. Nuke absolutely eviscerated with Cataclysm there for the follow-up. That was nice from GIANTX as they find a great engage. Shale trying to cyclone in the backline, but here comes Rooster to stand united. Not going to save him from the burn of the Flame Spitter. Oscar with a good knock-up, shoots everyone else coming out as well. The GA on Shale on that backline equalizes down as well as Jun dies. Rooster stands, but he is not able to stand up to the damage that GIANTX put down, and with a TP in from Oscarina, it's all she wrote for Shifters in game one.
Very back and forth, but GIANTX managing to close it out in the end with a good team fight and a great setup from Jun. The Shockwave that ended Shifters in this game.
Yeah, the combo that came off in the end does manage to secure them game one here.
Point of time in his career.
I can't see it anywhere, and alongside that, Jun, his first time ever playing Camille on stage.
Oh.
I think for a lot of supports,
that
kind of is where we're at, because only just going across towards it. Isma pathing through mid, now they can invade towards the red. Shifter's going to try and react as Flackett's here too. Smite available for both the junglers. Jun goes onto Sheo. Sten tries to go deep, flash away from the seismic stuff from Jun, but Flackett already gets first blood. Sten forced away Paduk, cleared for the first time this game.
Yeah, I mean, Isma's in a great spot. Going to be able to clear out and maybe even make a play down towards that bottom side as well if he wants to. But yeah, Jun and Sten just matching each other for the moment. Yeah. I expect Jun is basically just here, as you can see, to make sure that this wave gets crushed, but Shifters want more.
Rooster stunned by Oscarina. And Sten comes across. Oscarina staying very deep. Jun trying to get in the way there of Sten, but Oscarina still gets the trade kill as Sten and Sheo aren't able to get them in time to save their top lane shots. Sten stepping in. Isma turns his attentions across towards the support, but he's like, I've already done 2k damage to this Drake, please. Let's make sure it doesn't reset. Sheo's going to try and step forward, but can't really get through the meat wall that is Jackie's at that level 6 on the right. It will be first Drake and the Scuttle Crab spawning up for Isma to take. Yeah,
which would give Isma the level 6 as well. So, I mean, overall, again, strong early game for GIANTX. Oscarina to
kick things off. Paduk across the wall here. GIANTX needs to be careful. Sten low, Realm Warp behind. Sten already dead. There's the Realm Warp as Jackie's joins the fray, and Sheo forced to flash out. Flacker can look for more. Dashes towards the Trundle here. Seismic Shove doesn't connect. Sheo, though, with the Subjugate, healing himself up underneath this tower. The wave not in the best of spots for GIANTX to continue.
Dive in top lane here?
Rooster has the Meganar about a third of the way up. Gonna have a gold card locked in. Oscarina gets the stun. Isma could look for the kick. And that is a very dead Gnar. Great tanking from Oscarina as well. He secures the kill in the end. Flacker just traded well in the bot lane, but does want to go back and get his Essence Reaver. So you've lost pressure in bot. Jun and Jackie's trying to team up in mid to get some pressure of their own, but it's Shifters who pull the trigger first. Flash Frost in, should have Daybreak for the stun on Jackie's as well, as he's caught out in the Glacial Storm and he burns down. Nicely done from Shifters to be the first to react to the play. Sonic Wave Resonating Strike as well onto Paduk, forces him down to 300 HP in wagered, and probably more plates out of this mid lane tower.
Yeah, he's very low on mana though, so you know, as Shifters try to...
Yeah, they just haven't really had much purchase in the game. It's felt very much like Shifters are playing to the beat of GIANTX's drum, and that's exactly what's happening here with the Hexagonal Minimum of Destiny coming out. Sheo's already down, Sten exhausted as he tries to walk away, but Isma will send him packing. Giant
Is
X
immediately moving topside. Looks like to try and respond in kind.
Oscar winning. Pops in a gold card. Stuns up Shale. Puts down the pillar. Oscar winning has flash. Nuke. Flash Frost with the frostbite for the stun. Crystalline's wall down as well as Giant X still want to try and contest this one. They'll step forward again. Oscar winning doing a good job of staying healthy enough that he can continue this contest. Tower down in the bot lane. Jun underneath the tower. Dragon's Rage kick lands onto Sten, but the knock into the wall on Isma from Rooster, enough to get the kill. Jun now underneath the tower by himself. Sten will stun him up, and Shifters find 2 more.
I'm sure Isma could see the montage play in his eyes and like could connect the dots, but he got connected with a wall, which turned out to hurt significantly more.
Still looking for that flank on the Camille. Acting as a distraction. Rooster almost has the Mega Gnar up. Has Flash as well. Jun goes in. Rooster with a Gnar into the wallop. 2 stunned against the wall. Oscar in the second target as Rooster helps get the shutdown. Jun forced away and Giant X just overplay their hand.
Jackie stepping up that far was an easy wall into pillar combo. Here's Giant X. They managed to get this. You cover the bot play. You're not in a terrible spot, right? And there's always this option now as you start to like put.
Giant X just needs to keep Shifters interested without engaging in this situation. You're at a massive numbers disadvantage as Placket clears out and pushes in that mid wave. Oscar has been kept at bay by Rooster with the reset coming out from Jackie's team up to go into the enemy jungle and place vision down themselves. They've been protecting around the Baron pit move.
And Timothy,
then Destiny. Oscar looking for Duck in the mid lane. Seismic shove doesn't connect as Duck falls. Giant X used the Destiny perfectly as Shale pops the subjugate to try and pop Isma. Won't have the damage for it now. Giant X
that vision down. Isma hasn't really been able to get much now. They're starting to establish some of that vision on the bottom side, but it has been a little.
Right. Gets the Scuttle Crab, which gives them vision on the vision that was put down by Giant X, so they clear out the control ward. Oscar winning now has Destiny back up. He's looking towards mid. Resets coming out. Sten goes in with a Hex Flash. Just dives onto Nuke. Hexagol made him on Sten as well with the Cullen coming down. Sten falls first. The kick back onto the Trundle. Shale in the middle of the team and Blackhead immediately culls him. Isma likely to die, but he manages to escape with a safeguard. Rooster the next target as Jackie steps up, but with the Crystallize blocking off almost the entire lane. He has to flash. Giant X though, looks like they'll turn their attentions towards the Drake after winning out on the fight. Rooster still trading with Blackhead, who is absolutely massive. Lord Doms alongside the Flicker Blades and the Essence Reaver makes it pretty difficult to stand up to this Lucian.
Brilliant response from Jun on that.
Really at all. The Weaver's wall comes across, but he has to walk all the way around the horizon in 4 minutes time.
Yeah. Touching wood, this is a significantly better performance from Giant X. Like, I like the way they're trying to play for picks. There's been decent map movements. Like Oscar Innen has been trying to find.
Giant X still playing around this Baron.
This is not good.
In the pillar down. Jun goes in with a Hexagon to him. Isma and Jackie's in the back of the pit. Jun already low. Destiny out from Oscar Innen as he tries to rectify this play, but Jackie's dead. Isma manages to safeguard across the wall, but Shifters will start up the Baron.
Absolute mess from Giant X as they try to escape away.
He has no flash. He's got no flash. In dies Rooster, about to go Mega, and Flackett's down too. Dagda.
It wasn't me. I said it. I said I prefaced it with touch wood. Everyone knows that gets you off the hook.
Oh, sure. Press the...
Oh.
Okay, well, that's Baron for Shifters. So we've had the 18-minute throw and we've had the 32-minute throw. Apparently, was more than enough as they managed to find 3 kills.
Yes. Exactly. I think they know.
Isma. You look at the dragon. Isma's gone for it. Oh, Isma, the guardian angel will bring him back. But his prayers will not be answered. Touch wood again, Rob. Isma's dead. Shifters now 11-9 up. Still 2,000 gold behind. But they do have this Baron for the next 2 minutes. And the enemy jungler's dead with 15 seconds.
See?
After he's
no, actually, a little bit more of a gold difference.
Yeah, okay. So next time there'll be 6,500 gold ahead. Sten caught out in the culling. Sten's dead. Okay. Yeah. Can at times very difficult to understand, sure. But we had fun. Hopefully the players did too. As this is Soul for Giant X, by the way. Shift is late to the party as Shale tries to step in, but that's the Soul just gone. Shale flashed into the pit, smited, still didn't get it. Now kicked back and taken out by Giant X. The Realm Warp behind as well, with the Hexagon Min going in, but the Solar Flare down on Sunscreen means that he's going to die. Rooster has no Mega Gnar, but he has enough teammates to chase him down as Flacket goes down as well. Oh my god! We're going to see a loss with a Hexol, but only the second time in LEC this year?
They nearly lost the last game of Exo, so... I don't...
I need to soundboard whatever the noise was that came out of you there for a
Yeah,
second,
I don't...
by the way.
I'm like 10 seconds on Jun. They're kind of low. Isma's kicking a second.
Yeah? I think it's in him. I think it's in him and back. Oh, but they're not
But they're not going to back.
They have the Baron expires. Okay, here we go. Jun and Isma versus the world. Shift is kind of low. Sonic Wave from Isma trying to clear out the way. Rooster kick back. Isma goes low. Isma's down. Jun trying to get off the stand. He distracts them for long enough. No! 17 seconds they've lost with a Hexol! Shifter's only the second team to do it as they take down Giant X and take us to game 3.
There's a ton of side lane pressure, a lot of ability to try and follow up on, you know, a Warwick ult, a Nocturne ult, anything along these lines. So I think for Giant X, they have a rep up at the moment, right?
Oh,
like,
sure, yeah.
You're still going to be able to get value from
I understand why it hasn't been taken.
Yeah.
It's just one of those fun things that I like to point out from time to time, Dagda. As Sheo is waiting in the wings here. Bitrate's over onto Isma. Pack can dodge the fear. Hero's entrance though, the fear still comes down. Crash lining out of Paduk as Jackie splashes forward, and Sten doesn't really have anywhere to go. Flacket will chase him down. The final shot comes out and claims his life. Nuke diving onto the backline, but a magical journey taken by but doesn't manage to. Darking daggers coming out as well. Jackie's here to join the fight. Crash down from Sten. Jun flashes away. Crash lightning from Paduk. They dive in. Nuke taunted. Paranoia out as Giant X try and turn his fight around. The fear on Oscar Rinnin gonna be enough as Sheo takes the kill, but Paduk in the midst of the pit is down. Public execution coming out from Rooster as well. He's found his executioner's calling as he tries to dance around a Giant X. Rooster full HP, but Giant X able to win out on the fight in the end anyway. Rooster flashes a magical journey in from Isma. Paranoia already 2/3 of the way off cooldown. Oscar Rinnin chases onto Sheo. Gonna get the fear off as well. Another hero's entrance. Sheo with the call of the pack jumps up, but Oscar Rinnin could just chase him down. Oscar's the big dog on campus. Oscar Rinnin jumps back in. The Primal Howl Fear gets it onto Rooster. Infinite Duress available here as well for Oscar Rinnin. Goes in. There's Paranoia follow-up. Rooster has no flash and no public execution in Isma. Ending out. Sheo's going to eviscerate over this wall. Hound's Pursuit onto Jun, who magical journeys and tries to escape. Another Hound's Pursuit from Sheo, but he's just going to die to the tower. As Flacket has a curtain call, Jackie's on his way across, TP in from Nuke to make sure no further play can happen. Uses ultimate and uses flash, and Paduk's going to get jumped on with an infinite duress. Deadly Forest doesn't land, curtain call comes across. Paduk feared back to barrier, not enough to save him. Oscar in and everywhere on this Warwick.
Yeah, that's the fun times of a Warwick. He holds down Q, he follows you the entire way across the wall, and you don't get to escape. And off the back of that, Giant X with a nice pick. They get the Dragon, they force a ton out of Nuke, who did escape very nicely, like good hands, but unfortunately had to lose a lot on that bottom side. So Giant X again extending this gold lead more and more.
Yeah, Oscar in 700 ahead. Same lead for Jackie. It's a 1.7k lead for Flacket.
Off the tower just in case the Warwick got caught, but there you go.
Does look like it's up soon.
Yeah, the ward just died that actually would have spotted him if he starts to move in towards the enemy jungle, but still caught here.
Oh, Deadly Flourish going down as they look to catch up. Oh man, the guy didn't get a chance. Like, you don't get an opportunity to move. That dog is down, and Sheo, now Shifters without their jungler aren't going to be able to contest this Rift out.
Yeah, I mean, I really like how Giant X are playing this though. Like, Oscar Rinnin doing a really good job of moving in towards the mid, like using that tempo that he has to actually make these plays and set up, and Shifters just aren't ready for it. And I think this was the biggest thing that stood out over the last couple of games, that even though Giant X struggled when it got to the mid to late, hang on, no, it's fine. Their ability to actually set up for map movement plays pre-18 minutes was pretty good.
Yeah, very solid overall. Like, we praised them for it in both the games. The first game, Shifters did get ahead, as we do see Nuke caught again. Winds of War coming down, almost burning him. Jackie's has the flash, but Nuke is able to get out. Riftail will get the charge in and should kill off this tower. Oh, Hound's Pursuit in from Sheo. He just went so deep. The TP behind, as you say, with Rooster going in, but Sheo's dead before Rooster can even land, and that bird can't fly anyway, and Sten follows suit. Jun in with a chase. Paduk tries to crash some lightning, but all that's going crash is Shifters. They're now trying to collapse in a 3v4. The Hero's entrance will knock Rooster up. He's feared as well. A deadly flash for the follow-up. Shifters just throwing everything in and not getting anything out. A fear again onto Nuke after he picks up one, but Giant X take 3 kills, take a tower, take plates off mid-tier 2, and extend their goal lead to 6.5k.
They might have just taken the series with that as well. Shifters way.
Yeah, but we're sending
Now
4.5.
reconsidering sending all 5 there. You can see Rooster now going back up to top.
Here we go. Oh. Well, Jun and Jackies are here, by the way. Temper Fate going down. Jackie's looking for Winds of War. Doesn't get the taunt as he's stunned up, but Giant X defend their top lane tower well. And yeah, that's the problem with sending 5 top. Jackies and Jun are here to be bouncers and to block you off.
Technically, they haven't sent Rooster top yet.
We've only
just
sent
been walking
4
back and forth from Red Bull. So he's now only coming top.
Okay, here's Rooster, 5 top. There's a Nocturne in the bot side. Here's the Hero's entrance. They're looking forward onto Oscar in it. And there's a Cosmic Binding onto Rooster and Sheo. There's the taunt follow-up, and Blackhead will open up the curtains. Meanwhile, there's a Nocturne in bot lane pushing a tier 2. Shifters tried to take a 5v3, it turned into a 5v4, and they lost both anyway. A suppression with the infinite duress onto Nuke, who dies back in with the perfect execution, but he's caught out with a just punch. Oscar in and going to fall as well, a 1-for-1 the exchange. Meanwhile, there's a Nocturne in the bot lane pushing you inhibitor towers. Game Ball isn't quite sure. As Baron setup has happened for Giant X, they put some vision down towards the Shifter side of the jungle. Hex flash in though, as Blackhead is overextended. Magnet Storm coming out as well. Product looking for the trade. Hound's pursuit onto the backline. Blackhead able to walk away from it for now, and with the fear going down on Sheo, Isma able to pick up one on that backline as well. Giant X find 2 kills and turn their attentions towards the Baron.
Giant X collapsing well to cover that mid play, and that should be, as you say, that Baron picked up. So maybe looking sooner rather than later for this Giant X win. As
I've seen a Baron play this series, Rob. I've seen a few of them.
But
Nuke's going to TP in. He's got TP. Okay, so the Baron's at 10k. Stend has no Magnet Storm, no Flash.
Please don't take it.
Rooster has a public execution, and Nuke has a perfect execution. Combined, they're a perfect public execution, but this time, they were not combined.
Follow up, take up a duck. You can see Giono looking a little stressed, and that one as well. Covering Blackhead, really well orchestrated. Now Paduk might be dead again.
Yeah, the damage from Jackies is actually pretty substantial right now as he manages to pick up the kill. TP coming in as well with the Paranoia there for the follow-up. Jackies flashes away, then goes back in with the Hero's entrance as Sheo is forced into fear. The Paranoia catches him out, another fear onto Nuke. And pretty soon is looking pretty soon now, Rob.
I say very, very soon as Giant X standing outside the base of Shifters. Shifters even caught again here.
Tempered Fate into the, flash away from Rooster. Dodges away from the curtain call as well. Okay, Giant X, you won't get the full complement of Rooster this game. Instead, have to set up for him trying to defend his Nexus towers. 12 seconds before Product respawns. Okay, Giant X decided, you know, an Infernal Soul better than not having an Infernal Soul. Although their Soul win percentage is only 50 this series so far.
Yeah, not amazing odds, but sure, Giant X.
I mean, either you win or you don't, you know? Either you win or you don't.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how split they were going to be on this call of, like, some people trying to deny people entry versus going for the
Paranoia into the fear tether onto Sheo as well.
This is all the Spanish we have now. We've run out.
Rob, I've good news for Shifters fans.
Okay.
Infernal Soul is the lowest win rate soul of the LEC in 2026.
I mean, is it like 60%?
86.7%. Okay.
That's still pretty high.
Yes, but before today, Hextech Soul had only lost 1 game out of 23. And that's like a 96% win rate. So anything can happen. I will say a 10.7 thousand gold deficit and an Infernal Soul deficit might be too much of a mountain for Shifters to climb. We need Yamato to come in and do a speech.
True.
Perhaps at that point they'd be able to.
Yeah, I mean, they're going for it.
Here is then just public execution going onto the back line as well, but immediately Rooster is just knocked up, suppressed with the infinite duress and dead. Stend likely to follow suit as this one's going to chase him down. The curling calls onto Product. The dash in from Oscar in, and he'll get another. Stend forced away. Nuke executes in reverse as he gets the Guardian Angel out of Isma, but it's all done with the Nexus falling now. Giant X have a wave in the bot side. They've got another super minion coming across. Blackhead taking its time to hit the mid lane inhib on the way. Shifter's going to try and defend with 3. Stend with a good Shadowing Strike. Oscar is still chasing him down. Will be able to pick up his 5th kill of the game. The Nexus Towers not really the target for Giant X. They're thirsty for a little bit of blood. Hound's Pursuit in from Shell, dashes away. You see the flash come out to protect him, and now another taunt as Blacker takes the kill. Okay, they'll end it now. 26 minutes in, Giant X 2-1 in the
sustain in the back as well. Like, I really like the composition that Fnatic have brought to the table, so it is going to be on Heretics to try and see if they can play around the fact you have control with the Victor in that bottom side.
Back towards the squads. He's now coming up towards this top side, looking to see perhaps if a gank is available onto Saburo. Tracing jumps in, gets the one for the stun. Way, Shadow Dash Flash goes in immediately, and Saburo doesn't really have a way out of this one. Great roams from the Heretic support to claim first blood.
To just make sure that there's no follow-up play that can come through from Heretics.
Taunt onto Saburo. Doesn't get hit by the house, and because of that, he's just able to walk away. Does a good job delaying. Available for Way. How is Hype going to maneuver out of this? Because Saburo here, Hype. I mean, I think he's not, is the answer there. Fnatic put 5 players in the bot lane. A little bit in terms of, if they wanted to contest this, they would be numbers down. And there's the Drake for Heretics.
Well, by keeping Lost on the bottom side, Fnatic can't really make the play. Now Way is up here again.
As they look for the taunt. Way, there's the equalizer down as well, but Way is just in the right position at the right time. Good move, died. Heretics should be able to back out of this one. Fnatic the ones going in with the Cataclysm. Douglas flashes out. He's still going to chase further. There's Crescent Guard available to Douglas here. He'll pop it underneath the tower. Losper goes in. Okay, maybe Heretics overplayed it slightly.
And I do like the call from Razor. Like, by investing that flash early, guarantees that when he has...
Heretics still have that Rift Herald in pocket to try and crack through this tier 1 in the mid lane. That's where it's going to be invested. Give some more gold over the Hype where they can. It's Rocket Belt second for him. Just short of completing it as of this moment. It should be there pretty soon, especially with the tower falling. 2 towers now to Heretics.
Maybe a third as well. They're already in a position to push on bottom lane, and Way already zoning Vladdy away from that bot lane turret, so should be another one.
Yeah. I mean, Heretics map movement's been really solid. Like, Fnatic feel like they are answering well, and in some of the skirmishes, they are finding kills and winning those out, but Heretics now... Oh, I didn't check who had the gold lead at 14 minutes. Must have been Heretics, perhaps. 7. There's a control ward in that bush, clearing out the vision of that ward, but Fnatic are now able to get it themselves.
The mini-nar, though, is going to be crucial for this. That's why Fnatic try to hard force this before you have that opportunity to get access to the Mega-nar once again.
Upset dashing forward with the Arcane Shift. Forward out with a Hextech Ray. Tracing building up the mini-nar once again. Sobro trying to keep 7 at bay. The engage from Razork and Lost One to the backline. Equalizer down as well. Crescent Guard. Razork's already dead. 7 distracting the rest of Fnatic with his health, but manages to escape himself. Tracing now almost Mega. Upset realizes he needs to get the hell out of there because Lostman's slammed into a wall. The Drake goes over to Heretics. They clean up the fight. It's deliberate, yeah. They can just do this. This is sneaky beaky. I'm loving it. Heretics. This is nice. Okay, didn't realize I was casting with K-Draw there for a second too. What the helly? Fnatic are nowhere near this. They have no idea. They're going to try and engage on the Hype, and they will find the engage. As with the equal down, Hype has to flash away, but that's Baron, and Fnatic are like, okay, I guess that just happened. True Shot Rush coming in as Razork dives deep, but the standing knife is still available, and Razork stunned in the grounding field. Razork dies! Fnatic engaged 2v4. They lost to Baron, and they lose their jungler's life. And now they will all 4 be able to walk out as Douglas steps forward once again. Lostly looking to the engage. Crescent Guard still available through that Xin Zhao. They'll have to use it. Drake the next target here for Heretics as they can put themselves on soul point.
I mean, great calls from Heretics. Even the fact they managed to keep Hype alive at the end of that. As now Fnatic just kind of lost as to what they're supposed to do. They're still contesting the mid wave against the Baron push, but the reset's coming through. I don't see themselves being able to stop this Dragon take.
Mystic shot.
It's interesting to see that they're moving Sarah into the mid lane, because I understand Hype doesn't have flash. He is a little bit more vulnerable, but I think Sarah in the top lane is a little bit of a hindrance. Like, he's not doing anything in mid, right? He's just kind of standing there. Like, he's not going to get to a turret to hit it.
Tracing continues to push through top. Has the Mega-Nar just complete. It's a good time for Fnatic to start this fight.
They don't have good vision, and they're now under timer because they're going to lose topside, so I don't really like this for Fnatic.
Keep it behind by Tracing. He's about to go mini-Nut. Engage from Lost, but onto Hype. He flashes away. Razork going deep as well. Tracing gets the Nutter just before he goes into mini. Vladdy in the middle of an Arcane Storm is going to die to 7. Tracing keeping Soburo away. Trading with Upset as well. Soburo dies. Fnatic all die. Fnatic only have Upset left, and Douglas does not want that to remain the case. Heretics with an ace at 31 minutes just wiped Fnatic away.
This was incredibly clean from Heretics. Start to finish, great calls on the Baron, great calls on playing towards Tracing. Wei was everywhere. Heretics take a bow. This was great.
Sublime performance from Heretics as they will take not only their first win of the split, but a one-game lead in this best of 3. The question is, can they find their first series victory in 132 days?
Like, decent tools. You've got good engage, you've got really good disengage with the Lee Sin and the Cassiopeia, good setup for the long range with the Deadly Flourish. So I think Fnatic, like...
Crab was spawning after they forced Fnatic away. Douglas recalls and spam pings his blue. It's like, we need to protect this blue, we need to protect... Flash over. Douglas on miasma. Dodges away with the Warrior Trickster. The hook lands into the wall as well. Vladdy flashes across, the curtains open, and Douglas falls for first blood.
Douglas trying desperately to get some extra experience and gold, but ends up...
Signs of some cracks happening after what was a very solid game 1.
Fnatic doing a good job of keeping the pace up. Second Dragon, play around bot side, keeping Upset in a position where he's within touching distance at least of hype. And Sober has been just solo getting a good amount of control here. I think at this stage, like, Tracing, even when he gets towards the ice...
Upset now has his Razzle Kiz. Ooh! Lospa looking for... That is played in from Wei into the Solar Flare, the culling down onto Lospa. But with Vladdy just around the corner and the curtains opening, Hype needs to begin to back away. Saren trying to get here, but a little late to the party. Could scatter the weak onto Razzle. Unleash Power is not going to be enough damage.
This, but off these next wave, and they should be fine. Douglas maybe bomb.
Wei hooked up. Trading onto Lospa. Then dive in. Lospa gets culled. Dragon's Rage kick out of Razzle, who dives back in onto Wei. Cyclone from Douglas. TP's coming in. Razzle's just dead as Vladdy joins the fray. Shoot a Daybreak. You don't want to chase him too far because that gaze could be petrifying.
It's telling you yes every time. And that's relatively unfortunate for Fnatic because it means that's the Dragon going over. It's the control that they could have had off the back of this, but they were still caught out.
They have a lot of ways to find engages. As Razzle looks for another one on Wei, he was going to get Shield of Daybreak stunned. This tower down to a single plate means that Fnatic can just push in for it. And ooh, Sonic Wave. Wei is around here in a way that he should not be. I do not understand why he continued to try and trade after Saren had walked a long way away.
Yeah, because as soon as that Sonic Wave connected from Razzle...
Flank position, scatter the weak landing onto Lost, but Razzle still flashless after that earlier engage. Sobro slices across the wall onto Douglas. Sonic Wave hits the Wukong as well. Razzle goes in, but it's caught up with the Cyclone. All out on the backline as well as Razzle's forced to dash away. Lost already down, the curtains open. Only hitting onto the clone for now. Razzle secures the Drake. Tracing so low. Wei going back with the Zenith Blade. Tracing dies to the poisonous Vladdy. Claims a double in the pits.
Fanatics, they want to chase though. Deadly Flourish just barely dodged away from by Saren, so Heretics, they're going to look for a little poke, but it's a Fnatic win across the board.
Yeah, big fight from Fnatic. Oh, Sobro. This time the blast going good. Flash with Predator for the stun. The Deadly Flourish for the follow-up, but Upset makes the job done. Secures his first of the game. Sonic Wave from Razzle. Can't get in range to follow that up with the resonating strike.
Still though, both Razork and Sobro playing around the timers of the Wukong as
Saren is dead. Saren thought he was safe, and Upset puts him in his place. Second of the game, Vladdy takes the tower on the bot side. The game has exploded in Fnatic.
So yes, you end up losing out on Lospa, but because you're able to do so much work, Fnatic with a great curtain.
You can see Heretics like, oh, there's bounty gold on the map. Let's try and get some back in our pockets. And they'll do that in mid. Trying to do it in bot as well with Tracing pushing forward.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
If they can get a team fight win, Heretics will be very much back in this game. Because there's so much gold sitting on the map right now. There's a bounty on Vladdy's head, a bounty on Upset's head, a bounty on Sobro's head as well, even though he's 0-0-4. Just
There's
because
a bounty on the towers.
Bounty on the towers as well, right? Now, objective bounties are falling off, but the Sheriff still demands the head of Cassio, Jin, and Renekton. Curtain call now down for the next little while.
Still, I imagine want that reset for Upset, because surely he has Infinity.
Douglas hooked, has to use the Cyclone. Tracing trying to protect him. Douglas flashes the wall, but Upset's bullet follows him. That was great from Fnatic, greed from Douglas.
Yeah, very surprised that he managed to end up getting called. Or, sorry, being in that position to get called. So Fnatic punish justly, and now move over towards this Baron. that may have just been enough to get them the control they need.
All right, Upset's cleanse about to come off cooldown. We've got a Petrifying Gaze, a Dragon's Rage, and a Dominus as Trayson tries to step forward back Miasma, Solar Flare, culling down as well. Great scatter the weak onto forwards, lost but almost forwards. Vladdy trying to open up with the Noxious Blast. Hype dashing towards the mid lane wave. Wave flashing away from the dredge line. Raz looking for the Sonic Wave, can't land. It doesn't flourish on the way though. Is going to lock him in place and he will fall. Fnatic have found 2. We'll look for more. Douglas up in 4 seconds time. Fnatic turn their attention towards the Chem Soul.
Razor tickling Hype at the end of that Sonic Wave, but not going to be able to connect. So I think Fnatic, massive plays again, like just getting control.
The magic resist. As Losper looks for the hook once again. Just setting up vision, looking to kick onto Trayson. Hype caught out with Death Charge. Razor looking to the flank as well. Good Solar Flare. Hype able to survive this. Sobro trying to get into the backline. Trayson still surviving. A Cyclone onto Sobro. Razor goes in, but the Pathmaker out. Unleashed power. Oh, Sobro just absolutely swept them. He just absolutely melted them. Crazy from this Renekton. I thought he was done for, but he's just too far ahead, and Heretics don't have the answer for a crop.
The Sterix Gauge pop plus the empowered heal and damage was crazy from Sobro on the side of that fight. Still, Fnatic, they will manage to push on through as Upset.
He flashed for a 4th shot, dude. Like,
yeah.
That's sending a message right there. Yeah. He's yet to die this game alongside Vladdy and Sobro. Seven able to dodge to the side of the Sonic Wave, but Vladdy does not want him to escape. Another Sonic Wave hits, and the Scatter of the Week gets Razork out of tower range. Fnatic will clean up this game and take us to Game 3 in this series.
I honestly to be okay against the Azir. Like, I do think the early levels are a little bit tough, and then you got great scaling as well. So I think they've got good answers, and even the mobility this area has.
Sign is saying it's strong. It's usually pretty good. As Douglas and Razork meet up in the jungle. Oracle's out of Razork. He's just letting that blue hit him a couple of times. Douglas looking for the steal if he can get it. Razork trading back in. With the press of the attack of his own. Douglas. No vision around that corner as Razork walks around again. That patience is going to expire before Razork can kill this off. Resets. Goes back into the bush. Razork half HP. It's a smite fight between the two junglers. Razork running away. Razork flashes back in. The smite goes to Razork. He gets level 2. Douglas forced away the first in the main coming out from Razork. Oh! Goes in. Vladdy just walks away. Puts down a wall of ice and goes on his merry way. Does have TP to get back. Razork just needs to find the smite hit. And down to 600 it goes, and there's the smite from Razork. Meanwhile, on the top side, Grim Deliverance coming out has to be flashed by Trayson. In your picture-in-picture.
You've got Wei who's managed to survive on the bottom side, so that really didn't amount to too much.
Yeah.
And now Douglas potentially looking for a dive on this top side.
Really good sequence for Heretics all around. If Hyper died, obviously totally changes the landscape of how this has gone. Ishtar's impact in from Douglas, Sobro flashing away from it, but no escape from Trayson's clutches. As Heretics even out this early game with a big lead for Trayson.
Yeah, huge.
Could be a lot worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Vladdy. Oh, Vladdy.
Oh, Vladdy boy, the pipes are calling.
From glen to glen and cross the
I got
something
that.
sea. All right, well, that's some scrambled eggs for you and a little bit of verse from Dagda and I as Trayson gets his second kill of the game and Heretics' second kill of the game and now a 1,000 gold lead. I have been given a cool stat, Dagda.
Okay.
Plus 33 CSD at 8 minutes is the largest jungle difference we have seen at 8 since stats started tracking in 2022.
Wow. In to get some deep vision in the Fnatic topside jungle for Rift Herald that's about to spawn, but looks like he was maybe considering just hovering on mid lane in case something was about to go down. But
Seven doesn't have TP. Temper Fate hits onto Razork, delays the play. Cosmic Binding in as well as they find the stun onto this Trundle. Seven now in mid lane as the Impale just tickles behind Razork's heels. Douglas polymorph, Hype trying to open up. Fnatic splitting the fight around as Upset Chase is tracing out. Should be the Rift Herald to Fnatic, although Douglas steps in. Wow, Upset just deletes Trayson. Just chased him down entirely. And now Wei, the next target for Upset. Can't get in range for those final burst fire procs, but surprising that Upset...
Yeah, I wonder... I mean, it's a bit late at this stage. I was going to say, you've got to be close to the Runaan's Hurricane is Upset after with the gold lead that you have, but you're just going to be happy to force that dragon. There is nothing here from Heretics. They're just saying, look, we're going to go topside, try and take a turn for ourselves, try and get some of the gold back into Douglas as well as he can steal away some camps. But Fnatic, there.
TP coming out from Trayson for that health shield. Heretics setting up here, 14 seconds. Now, Fnatic do still have the option of just saying, we'll go Baron. We'll give you this point, this Drake. That's okay, there's a lot of vision behind them. Tempered Fate going down onto Razork. TP out from Sobro as he looks for the flank. Razork is low though. Wild Growth invested as a lightning crash comes out from Upset. Sobro gets onto Wei, gets onto Hype, trying to take him out, but Hype kills off Upset, and Hype survives with the barrier for now. Sobro will get it. Cultivation of War coming back up for him. Goes in with the Grim Deliverance, Tracing flashes away. Sobro is going to revive here as Seven and Douglas separated from the play. Public Execution going in. Seven still looking for that engage. Still has the Emperor's Divide, but hasn't found a chance to use it. Now dives in. Knocks Sobro back. Vladdy almost going into the egg. LoLEsports and Razork trying to step forward. Seven still walks away on a sliver of life. The Leandry's enough. Vladdy flashes in to get one in response to Flash Frost as well for the stun. Away coming in from the side with the Cosmic Binding. Doesn't land, but gets the egg out of Vladdy. Douglas now trying to kill off the enemy support. The Dragon on Heretics' side as it begins to auto down Vladdy. Won't have the damage. Trayson and Douglas on the Drake, but the rest of his team are stuck behind a Crystal Ice. The Glacial Storm out. Good vision control for Fnatic in this push. Razork steps forward and gets the smite. Infernal Soul to Fnatic. Razork pays for it with his life.
The wall is put up though. It denies Heretics the follow-up, so they turn towards the Baron instead. But Fnatic happy to get that soul.
And Sobro resetting. Will run out here as quickly as possible. Fnatic could still contest this if they want. Could give up the Baron. Just say we don't need to take the fight. We have the soul. That lasts forever. Baron expires in just a couple of minutes time, but Fnatic
kind of low.
Yeah, seem willing to take the fight. It's the all-seeing Baron, not as damaging as the hunting, but does give those extra vision pockets towards the side as Sobro looks for the flank through one of them. Upset and lost, but take a big missile. Douglas trying to chase Sobro away. Hype changing onto Vladdy as Vladdy's taken out by Trayson, and now Heretics still sticking on this Baron. Electroshock Laser onto Douglas, takes him low, but there's the smite as Heretics will secure the Baron in exchange.
Look, obviously sucks losing Vladdy, but Soul, Infernal Soul at this comp is so incredibly good. So Heretics really need to make this Baron work if they hope in any way that this trade goes even.
Take a tier 1 in the mid lane out of it. Hype 2 levels up over Upset. Well, 1.5. Upset about to ting over to 14. A Hype at 16. Those missiles do a lot of work. The pillar not really connecting there from Razork. Bot lane tower, the next target for Heretics as Hype trying to gate away Fnatic from getting down towards that bottom side. They have a big wave down there as well to Heretics. As Seren can continue to push this in. Razork looking for the chase onto Trayson. Pillar again doesn't quite lock him against the wall. Seren will continue his advance, the march of the minions in this bottom side. Vladdy here to try and answer. The Glacial Storm, good wave clear, but not as powerful into Baroned up minions, of course. As the cannons will begin to actually attack Vladdy instead of the tower, and Vladdy has cleared out that wave predominantly. Douglas comes in with the Ishtar's impact. Hype very deep, the Temper Fate hitting onto Razork as Heretics ring out the retreat. Upset dashing in, Public Execution finds the backline, but it's Sobro, and that's not the target Trayson really wanted. Tracing down, Hype trying to open up with those missiles again, and chips away at Upset and Razork enough that they back away from the fight.
Hype is doing so much damage onto Upset. You can see Upset wanted to try and continue the fight on, but a little bit nervous of the Yordle in the copter. So instead, Fnatic move back over towards this turret.
Fnatic will get a tower in exchange, so it's a 2-for-1 in terms of turrets off this Baron and push mid. Oh, Tracing going in to the back of the pit. Razork low. Wild Growth still an option. Mikhail's 2. Tracing tanking up the Elder. Heretics, as you say, incredibly patient generally. Just steal away the blue. Razork trying to heal up off the Elder Drake. Heretics still waiting. Looking for the poke from Hype. He needs to rebuild those missiles. Doesn't have too many in the chamber. Sobro on the flank now. Walks behind them. Ishtar's impact out from Douglas. Public Execution almost clips onto Lost, but Razork stepping forward, but Sound begins to open up. Upset trying to get onto the backline. Sobro caught in the impale. Vladdy chased out by Trayson. Douglas trying to keep Upset at bay. Grim Deliverance onto Hype. He manages to escape. Sobro's clutches with a flash, almost takes him out. The suppression. Heretics have absolutely swept them. Vladdy got out with a TP on the egg, but the Elder secured at only the cost of Hype. Heretics. Such patience. Such resilience in the face of a Fnatic Infernal Soul.
There was no rush. There was not a bead of sweat on the foreheads of Heretics in that. Cool, calm, and collected. They march through river. They take the Elder. Sobro keeps him out of the fight, which means the Hype is doing a ton of damage on the top end. And Upset is just getting whittled down the entire time.
Cross-match wherever they can. You can see Sobro in the top lane trying to get that tower, but Heretics will extend their gold lead with this Baron remaining for the next 2 minutes. Tracing pushing through bot, they put up the Sundisk. Heretics want to crack at least the inhibitor line.
I mean, Heretics on the brink of taking down Fnatic. It has been a long while that since they've not only picked up a game, but like, if they could get a series win here, this would be incredible.
Tracing and Hype in the bottom lane, going to continue this push in. The rest of Heretics trying to keep Fnatic pinned to their Nexus towers, and they'll do exactly that. Double inhib off the push, the most likely outcome for now. The Elder, about a fifth of its timer remaining. Heretics could just look for the final push, and they're going to do it. Fnatic on the defensive. Upset trying to clear the wave as quickly as possible. That Elder still remains on them. Temper Fate hits onto Vladdy. Upset with a big shield, but the first Nexus tower's already fallen, and Tracing stepping forward for the second. Upset lightning crash forces Heretics away for a moment. The Elder about to expire, still a minute on the Baron. Heretics taking their time.
They just want to keep Fnatic pushed back, see if they can make some magic happen. Fnatic using the fact that they got the base just there to heal up as much as they can, but one more tower is all that stands here.
The Elder expires, the cannon minion. Putting in those autos, Upset clears it just in time, but the Nexus tower still falls. Heretics trying to step forward, there's still 5 members of Fnatic in their way. Douglas low HP, Upset just trying to do the damage, trying to clear out these waves. Razork's so low, he's stepping forward, he's already dead. The public execution on the back line as well. And Sobro TP's just for the shield. Upset takes one, but he's down for it. Sobro's gonna fall as well. The grim deliverance of death for Fnatic and Heretics. It took him 130